They are now back to their normal schedule this morning after a wrong-way driver crashed into a power pole early yesterday morning. This all happened near 17th Street and impacted the Washington Street light rail for about 12 blocks. So many commuters impacted by this. Police said that driver took off, ran away before officers arrived, but a passenger did stay on the scene. No word on any injuries involved in this one just yet. All right, side right now of those current traffic conditions here on your Monday. This is the 10 near about 7th Avenue, an area that did close down for a portion for weekend construction. It's back open, people back moving in this part of town. We'll get you a check of those speeds and desert drive times. Let's get you back out the door with a check of those current traffic conditions. Sponsored by Accident Law Group. This of that stack interchange for the 17, the 10 freeways meet. You see all those headlights, but look at those fantastic traffic flows there on the 17 and on the 10 as you're approaching the downtown area. We know this is going to be short-lived, but want to bring you the good news right now. If you're about to head out the door, you guys, bring you an update. Take it all around town to see how long those desert drive times are looking for you. Let's start in the West Valley with the I-10. Those folks who are working their way from the West Valley into the downtown Phoenix area using the I-10. So this is from the 303 over to that mini stack interchange with the 51, the 202, and the 10 freeways come together. That's 30 minutes, 15 minutes on the US 60 Grand Avenue from the 101 over to the 17, and the 101 southbound Agua Fria from Grand Avenue to the 10 should take you about 10 minutes. You see all those spots in that yellow range starting to pick up out there on our roadways here on this Monday. In the East Valley, though, we know your rush hour usually starts a little bit later, so these spots looking fantastic. That's the Red Mountain Freeway, the Superstition Freeway, and the 101. Nothing to slow you down there right now. As for that North Valley commute, as we take a look at the 17 in that southbound direction from the northern part of the valley down toward that stack interchange with the 17 and the 10 meet, that's the only spot in that yellow range at 15 minutes. But we still look green at 12 minutes on the 51 southbound from the 101 to the mini stack, and the 101 eastbound from the I-17 over to the 51 is checking in at 6 minutes, Kaylee. Okay. Just north of the valley, this is on the 17, the southbound direction near Daisy Mountain Drive. So usually this area perfectly clear, no issues. So want to give you a heads up as you're making your way through the Anthem area to 45 miles per hour through that short area. Then you're going to see those green flags 74 and to that North Stack interchange. Here's a view right now around the valley and more about the Phoenix Metro. We see those speeds along I-10 starting to slow and on the 17 as well. So we'll get you a check of those current traffic conditions with desert drive times coming up. A big traffic alert to warn you about the second part of the I-10 Wild Horse Pass corridor project. That construction is getting underway. We're going to keep you updated on any major closures, but watch out for those construction crews in the coming months. Just kind of prepare for it if you plan on heading on the I-10 south towards Casa Grande into the Tucson area, Nick.
Yeah, it's a great reminder, Meg.
Know about a crash in the West Valley, I-10, that eastbound direction near Perryville. So as you're getting closer to the 303, this is what they're dealing with. When watching this ADOT camera behind the scenes, they actually stopped traffic, did a traffic break to try and move some of those vehicles involved out of some of those travel lanes. So we got more activity. What appears to be some debris left over in the roadway, more in those HOV and left lanes. So folks are getting by just a little slow in that area with speeds dropping to about 10 miles per hour near Verrado Way. So from Tonopah, if you're traveling from that part of the valley and making your way past that crash scene, past the 303 and over to the 101, plan for a 60-minute drive time that just updated live right there if you saw it. Average speed right around 40 miles per hour. I do hope now that they have seen a lot of that activity move off right that we'll see that improve. So I'll be sure to check that for you in just a couple of minutes. I-17 southbound near Daisy Mountain. We also have some abnormal speeds in the Anthem area because of a crash there, dropping them to below 30 miles per hour as you're making your way into the Phoenix Metro toward that North Stack area. So heads up in that spot too. Stay to the left to get by on there. We're going to check out those desert drive times still coming up, Ashley. 25th Avenue and 27th Avenue as you're traveling in that area just south of the I-10 and west there of the I-17, the Durango curve area. So as we look north and south of those two spots, eastbound and westbound, if you need to travel through that area, you may want to use Van Buren or lower Buckeye Road to get by that particular spot. Now, we also have some issues on our freeway where we're still dealing with that crash. Now off to the right-hand side, but that drive time still remains elevated. I promised you a check of that. We'll get that in just a couple of minutes here on ABC 15 Morning Skies. Plus, this is a view of those desert drive times all around the valley. Let's start with that West Valley ride. Already seeing that slowing along I-10 on this Monday. From the Loop 303 over to the mini stack, that's 40 minutes here this morning. The mini stack, we've got the 51, the 202, and the 10 freeways coming together after you make your way through the Deck Park Tunnel. 20 minutes on Grand Avenue from the 101 Agua Fria over to the 17. We do have green conditions for you, though, on the 101 southbound in the West Valley as you travel from Grand Avenue to connect with the I-10. That East Valley commute looking fantastic as you travel along the Red Mountain Freeway, the 60 and the 101. I know your rush hour starts a little bit later here in the morning, so I'll keep you posted when I start to see that slowdown begin for you. As for those desert drive times along that North Valley commute, the 17 from the 101 to the Stack now at 20 minutes. Still looking good, still looking green on the 51 as you travel to the Mini Stack interchange, and some slight slowing too on the 101 eastbound from the I-17 over to the 51. Nick. All across the state. A heads up, the US 93 is closed in both directions right now. This is milepost 164 north of Wickenburg, all due to a crash. DPS letting us know it involves 2 vehicles, but any other further details right now, not available. We'll keep asking on that front, but wanted to let you know about that one. Back here in the valley, this is the Loop 101 right now. They're doing a traffic break as we're watching in that northbound direction of the Pima Freeway near Indian School Road, where they have stopped all traffic now to try to move some vehicles involved, and then we'll be able to see those lanes reopen once again. But in the meantime, those speeds are going to be reduced as you're approaching that area, of course, to about 15 to 20 miles per hour. And then, of course, then shutting down completely until that traffic break is over. Speeds right around 13 miles per hour on the I-10 near Perryville because of a crash there. And an updated look at that drive time. It was over an hour last time I checked in with you from Tonopah over to the 101. Now it's back down to about 45 minutes. Average speed there right around 50 miles per hour.